Alrighty, sorry dude, I'm back. My dog was being a little bit of a butthead, so I had to kick him out of the room, but he's in a little timeout right now. So speaking of dogs, let's go back to it. Stronger dog meat. This makes dog meat a lot stronger. He's less of a pansy, so it helps him out, makes him more tough. Faster positive affinity for companions. This allows you to gain positive likeness and idolizing, so you can get the all the perks quicker, I guess. Negative affinity remover. I got sick and tired of when I play the games and I try to steal something or I try to do something that's not so nice for a certain companion. They would dislike that. That shit got on my nerves, so this one's negative affinity remover. It allows you to remove all of that nonsense. Simple settlers. It allows them to actually have mortal names rather than just settler, so it gives them a little bit more life. Dogs Not Brahmin. I actually haven't had this one work. I think you actually have to have one of the dog DLCs or something like that. But it's supposed to pretty much turn all the Brahmin into dogs. I thought it would be funny, but I haven't really seen any dogs in my playthrough yet. Next one is Zombie Walkers. What this does is it reduces the zombie head health from 40% to 25% to help with headshots, especially at higher levels. And it also overhauls all the feral ghouls and turns them into slower Romero-style zombies. This is really cool because it also brings a lot more zombies into the forefront. So, like, if you were looking at ghouls as an example, like if there was 3 of them running around, there's going to be like 12 of them. So it makes it more zombie-like. It's really cool. There's still glowing ones and all of that good stuff, so you don't have to worry about missing out on those. So there's still radiated zombies or ghouls in this case. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. NPCs travel. That's a really good one. It actually allows your non-playable characters to travel around rather than staying stagnant in one spot. So, like, like travelers and like different traders and shit like that, they'll walk through the wasteland, which is kind of cool. Exotic enemies. This adds more enemies to the wasteland. I haven't seen too many creatures or anything yet, but I have seen a lot of like vault survivors, like 101 survivors that are hostile or they're either scared shitless, which is kind of cool. Aliens of the Commonwealth. This allows aliens to actually be in the game. I think they're more in the radiated areas of the glowing sea and whatnot. So I think there's actually a bunker camp that you can find that was created or something like that. But there's aliens, so that's kind of cool. Smart AI and immersive gameplay. I really dig this one. This one actually makes your AI more realistic. So like your raiders, depending on their how smart they are, or depending on how smart your enemies are, they will actually have different tactics and strategies. So like for example, like if something is wounded and they're by themselves, they'll actually run away looking for help. If they know they have large amount of enemies or they're in a large group of people or creatures, they'll actually be more ballsier. The enemies, as it comes for humans, they actually flank you, and some of them will actually stay back and shoot at you and go for cover and things like that. So it makes the AI a lot more smart, and it makes them more realistic than what the game was before. More map markers. This allows you to have more map markers. And it doesn't automatically unlock the map markers. You need to go out in the world and find them. But what it does is it adds additional map markers that pinpoint merchants, landmarks, unmarked dungeons, and other places. Let's see here. I guess that popped up. Well, fuck it. I don't know how long that was there when I was reading that. But anyway, so it adds other places of interest in the Commonwealth. Pretty cool. Power armor goggles. These are actually goggles that you can find in the wasteland that actually give you the special kill set from the actual power armor itself. It says you can find it in Good Neighbor, and you can install power armor armor mods into it. So if you don't want to wear the actual power suit, you can still have some mods, which is kind of cool. Let's go down more. Like I told you, there's a lot. Arc Plasmatron, I think that's a gun. Enigma, that's another gun. Watts Prototype, another gun. Semi-auto 50 caliber sniper rifle, another gun, obviously. Grandpa Savioli's shotgun. Those are all the extra guns that I put in the game. If you read the mod, it'll actually tell you where it is for you if you want to look for it. Let's see, separate coats. It's a coat mod that I have on there. Armored underwear. That one's actually really cool. You can actually armor your underwear now, like all your long johns and shit like that. Wild plants, drinks, and I don't know what the other word is. Let's see what it says. Drinks and chems. So this adds more of those. So more plants, drinks, and chems. So that's just pretty cool. Wasteland Attic. This is a drug, chem, and disease overhaul. So it actually adds more drugs and chems and diseases, which is cool. So you can be addicted to more shit. Combat front sight ring standard. This crafts front sight rings for your combat rifle or shotgun. Pretty cool. See-through scopes, which is pretty awesome. I like that one a lot. You can actually see through them now. I got one for Far Harbor as well, and Nuka World, so you can get different ones, so make sure you get the DLCs for those. Realistic guns and bullets. This one's pretty fucking cool. So check this one out. This reworks your damage, your accuracy, your recoil, your weight, AP cost, and bringing more realism to the game. Tracers and vapor trails is another one that's really cool, so you can actually see where the bullets are coming from now. UCO base game core component, UCO and Automatron add-on feature, UCO Far Harbor add-on feature, UCO workshop. You want to make sure that you add all those. Those are very important as well. Those are actually all clothing overhauls rather than regular object overhauls. So there's two different ones. So the earlier one I talked about was for objects and items. This one's for clothing. So make sure you get both of those. STSs or scrap that settlement all in one, so you can actually get rid of certain settlements in the game. So it's kind of cool. You can like do a full like rehaul of them, or you can scrap them all together, so you can free up performance. Far Harbor Player Shack, it adds an actual player shack at the beginning of Far Harbor, so you have a place to be. And no build limit DLC, that one's self-explanatory. You don't have a build limit anymore on any of your stuff. Stumble Upon Interiors, what is that one actually? Looks like Stumble Upon Interiors is a new collection of new immersive interiors added to the Commonwealth. So that's pretty cool. Same thing with Lexington Interiors, that adds more interiors to the Lexington area. Beantown Interiors Project, that's another new area that has been added. It's got new interiors and all that stuff that you can check out, which is pretty cool. Vanilla Pip Flashlight. This actually allows you to have a focused beam, more like a flashlight, rather than just emitting light from your Pip-Boy. So it shines further, but not overly far, but it's more like walking around with a flashlight. I dig this one a lot. I actually changed the color of my Pip-Boy to like a light blue, so that it looks more like a white flashlight. And then this is the final one. Time scale changed from 20 to 15. What this does is it changes your real-time setting in the game. So what you can do with that is, say for example, a normal game time would be 20 hours. My new value is 15 hours now, so I sped it up just a little bit. So there's a bunch of different ones in there that you can find, but I found 20 to 15 to be reasonable. It just kind of speeds up the day a little bit more, and I want to say it allows the night to be a little longer or some shit. But yeah, there you go. There's my load. That's like, there's my load. Yeah, check it out, man. If you got any questions, you know where to find me. Holla.